Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Think Future. My name is Chris Kalaboukis, and once again, we're coming at you live from deep in the heart of Silicon Valley, California. We're talking innovation startups of the future. Not necessarily those, and not necessarily in that order. If you're watching on YouTube, smack that subscribe button and hit that bell so you can be notified when a new show comes online. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast service, please subscribe and please leave a note on Apple Podcasts. I greatly appreciate it. So, we live in a very fast-paced world. Fast-paced world. We always feel like we need to make decisions quickly with the least amount of information, right? I mean, wouldn't it be great if we could make decisions quickly with the least amount of information? I think a lot of the times that's exactly what we do. We make snap decisions all the time without spending the time to deeply understand the problem in front of us. I think what we do a lot of times is that for the sake of speed, for the sake of getting things out the door, for the sake of responding to the email as quickly as possible, because we have so much to do on our plate, we decide not to understand things deeply before we respond. We make snap decisions all the time instead of thinking things through. Design thinking for a second. For example, part of design thinking is deep understanding of what the customer wants, what the customer desires. It's not a surface understanding of what the customer is looking for. It is a deep understanding of what the customer is looking for. Look at Clayton Christensen's book, A Jobs to be Done Theory. That isn't a surface questioning of what the customer wants. It is a deep understanding of what the customer is looking for, and not necessarily the specific thing that you expect to deliver. I think too often we gloss over the top of the surface of what our customers need. We look at the very top layer of it and say, oh, they obviously need this. We don't dig deeply into what the customer's motivations are, what their feelings are, what their emotions are, what their demographics are, what their ethnographics are. Everything that's making the customer make that specific decision, we don't get that deep understanding of what the customer really wants to accomplish. And sometimes the task is pretty obvious, but sometimes it's not obvious at all. But we see the result of the task. We see the result of what the customer is doing, but we don't see the motivations, the underlying motivations, the deep understanding. We don't get the deep understanding of what they want. We don't step back and dig in and try and figure out what's behind this request. What's behind this task? Why is this customer doing this right now in this way? Why are they making this request in the way that they're making this request? Why are they doing what they're doing right now? How does this match with their desire? Too many times we make the snap decision. We look at the surface of the problem and we don't dig in to the problem. It's like treating the symptoms instead of treating the disease. So next time this comes across your desk, and next time a problem comes across your desk, or next time you even get a question from anyone via email, maybe you need to take a little bit of time, and instead of providing a snap answer, do some deep analysis, do a deeper understanding, understand deeply what the customer is looking for before you go back to them and give them a snap answer. Spend some time. It's not, I think that we're in a situation now where we feel like we have to have a lightning fast response to everything. But we don't. We do not need a lightning fast response to everything. Maybe you respond quickly and say, I'm thinking about it, or let me get back to you. Something to say to them, I've heard you, I understand what's going on, but I need to think about the answer. Think about the response. Research the response. And don't send them an automated message. Automated messages are junk. I think we should get away with I think we should completely obliterate automated messages, because everybody knows that automated messages are nothing. It means no one has looked at it. No one is doing anything about it. But my point is that we need to step back a bit. And instead of getting surface understandings of things and responding quickly, we need to try and get deep understanding of what we're trying to solve before we get back, before we build that next innovation, before we build that new product. We need to get a deep understanding of what the customer's desires are, what their motivations are, the reasons behind why they're doing what they're doing, before we can build a product that will delight the customer. That's it for me for today. See you next time, and until then, don't forget to think future.